Hello everyone. Today we will present three important topics that are shaping the global economy. First, we will talk about short-term global growth projections. Then, we will explain of inflation and monetary policy may evolve in the next few years. Finally, we will analyze the growing importance of Bitcoins, especially its institutional adoptions or presentation in close chart and date to support its point.
These topics are connected because growth, inflation, and digital assets like Bitcoin influence each other. Together, they help us understand where the global economy may be heading. Let's begin with the first topic.
According to recent economic reports from the IF and the World Bank, global growth will remain moderate between 2024 and 2027. Most economies may grow between 2% and 3% annually. Emerging markets might expand at a faster rate, while a minority of advancing economies could experience slower growth to the weak investment and demographic challenge. One important trend is global GDP growth will likely stay below historical average. Several factors contributed to this: high debt levels, geopolitical tensions, and slow productivity growth.
This chart shows the projected global GDP growth from 2024 to 2027. As we can see, the numbers remain relatively stable but not very strong. Many developing countries may recover fastest as inflation stables and financial conditions improve.
Although growth is moderate, there are also opportunities. A large share of the global population is entering middle income levels, which could support consumption. However, risks remain. If trade tensions rise or financial conditions tighten again, global growth could weaken further.
Now let's move to the second topic, inflation and monetary policy. After the global inflation spike of 2021-2023, inflation will probably continue to decline during the next few years. However, core inflation, especially in services, may remain persistent. Housing, transportation, and energy prices make inflation above the 2% targets in some countries. Because of this, central banks might be cautious when adjusting interest rates.
Several central banks, such as the Federal Reserve and the European Central Bank, could start lowering interest rates slowly. But if inflation becomes sticky, they may decide to wait longer. Monetary policy will continue playing a crucial role in stabilizing global financial conditions.
Lower inflation and careful managed interest rates could help investment recover. But in the short term, uncertainty remains high. Overall, inflation will decrease, but not evenly across all regions.
Bitcoin has gained a significant role in the global financial system. Many institutional investors, including asset managers, banks, pension funds, and public companies, have begun adopting Bitcoin as part of their long-term strategies. One reason for this Bitcoin's limited supply because only 21 million coins will ever exist. Bitcoin may act as a health against inflation or currency depreciation. This is especially important during periods of economic uncertainty when traditional currencies lost value.
Institutional adoption will likely continue increasing, especially after the approval of Bitcoin exchange traded funds or ETF. These instruments make it easier and safer for large institutions to invest. As adoption grows, Bitcoin curves become less volatile, with higher liquidity and more transparent markets. This chart represents a long-term projection of how new technologies, including AI and digital assets like Bitcoin, might contribute to global productivity and economic growth.
Bitcoin's impact goes beyond investment. Several countries and companies may use it as a tool for diversification, global payments, or protection against inflation. This trend could reshape part of the global financial landscape in the next decade.
In conclusion, short-term global growth will remain moderate. Inflation may continue to fall back with some persistence, and Bitcoin will likely strengthen its position through institutional adoption.
These three forces together could shape the global economy over the next decade. Understanding them is essential for predicting risks and opportunities. Thank you for listening to our presentation.